My name is Jasraman Singh. I did my PhD from University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I was briefly working as a postdoc at University of Missouri and applying for industrial positions at the same time. I landed into a data scientist position at a global food and beverage company, and I am currently working as a data scientist in the economic analysis team. So we have around 10 data scientists working together. I'm really loving my work.
I'm so proud of you for achieving this goal.
Definitely.
Congratulations on your new
Thank
job,
you so
your
much.
first
Yes.
industry job, right?
Yes, that's my first industry job. And I
Amazing.
had been waiting for this time for a long time. And I mean, it's not been long since I graduated, but I had been applying for positions, and I was
Mhm.
quite certain that there would be a time when I would land into a job it would be a great fit, and
Mhm.
I just had to wait for a few months, and then I landed into a job opportunity.
And you deserve this.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I would love to hear a little bit about your personal experience looking for jobs as a PhD candidate and postdoc,
Definitely.
and also as an international student.
Yeah. So, I got into the job market after clearing my candidacy exam, or
Mhm.
when I became PhD candidate. So I started with the job search right away. I was applying for most of the jobs in agricultural market,
Mhm.
and positions such as product application specialist, technical agronomist, stuff like that. When I decided that I have to get into the job market, I got in touch at ICAWA and with Quan, and the modules, they really helped me a lot to decide what role I would be a good fit for. And it helped me gain confidence to get in touch with professionals who were there in the market and who could potentially help me in joining the industry. These modules were quite helpful. They helped me create a networking plan and then get into the informational interviews with my connections who just recently joined industry, and they helped me figure out about the positions or the direction in which I would love to grow. So based on all these discussions and with the training at ICAWA, I decided the direction in which I want to proceed and want to apply. At one point of time, I got more than one job interviews lined up in front of me where I was in the final rounds, and Bungie was the company which approached me before the other companies that I was interviewing. Since it was a great fit, I just decided to work with Bungie at that point of time.
That's amazing. So you finally landed multiple job interviews and also
Yes,
offers, and you found this one as a good fit. This
definitely.
a global
So,
company in your dream industry.
definitely. So, when I got the job offer from Bungie, I was in the final round for 5 other companies.
So proud of you.
Yeah,
You
thank you.
found the right company at the right time. It's like, you keep improving your skills too. Not
Definitely,
just
definitely.
the skills necessary for the job, but also job searching skills, which includes networking and how
That's
to
true.
promote yourself to the employers.
Exactly. Yep.
Because knowing about the job is not enough, but you need to also be able to narrate your story,
That's
right?
true. Yep.
To the employers.
Yep. And yeah, as a part of the training at
Mhm.
ICAWA, I kind of built a compelling story for myself. And it was all my experiences that I have gone through during my time in US as a graduate student, things I learned and the skills I gained or the expertise I gained
Mhm.
while working in academia. And
Yes.
then I was quite certain that I would be willing to make a jump or switch to industry. So yeah, it kind of helped me develop compelling story for the job positions that I was applying to.
Amazing. Congratulations again on this
Thank you.
achievement. And can you walk down the memory lanes a little bit? How did you know about me, about ICOA?
Yes, definitely. I went over the ICAWA web page. I could go through the modules very briefly, which would be there in the
Mhm.
package. That's something that really compelled me since I really had the urge to start preparing or start developing my profile to be a great fit for industry.
Thank you for sharing your experience with our friends. And the modules help you set the right foundation for your job searching, have the right
That's true.
networking skills, have the right career brand, know which
Yep.
job you should target, right? And how
Definitely.
to prepare for the job interviews. And then we
Exactly.
also have other bonuses like weekly group coaching call. And you
Yes.
are one of our frequent attendee, which is amazing. I'm so
Exactly.
happy to see
Exactly.
you almost like every week in our group call. So can you
Mhm.
describe a little bit what's your experience like and how do
Yes.
you like it so far?
Definitely. So, the group call schedule is something that I really love the most because every week we get an opportunity to, meet someone who's actively in the industry or like working in the industry or recently started working in the industry. So it's always great to hear about their experiences or, their transitioning steps, whatever they went through while transitioning from academia to industry. So each week we have a new personality, and talking to them and listening to their stories was something which was very motivating and inspiring because there was something common in all the people at the ICIA weekly meetings that, they just kept trying. That was something in common about everyone who landed into industry. Though sometimes it's really difficult to, motivate yourself, keep trying, be perseverant. That was something that I learned from the guests that were invited at the ICA weekly meetings. And at the same time, I would always come up with questions so that each week, whatever difficulty I'm going through, I would just draft a question and, I would pose that question or ask that question to Kwan or the guest who is invited. So, that would give me a very good direction. So that is something that really motivated me and motivated me to become a person who people would really want to work with. So yeah, that was something that created a huge impact on me, and that actually came from the weekly meetings that we had at ICAWay. So yeah, thank you for your motivating words, Kwan.
Completely my pleasure. It means
Yes,
the world to me to see you become successful. And thank you for be resilient and also be committed to achieve this goal of your dreams as well, right? we
definitely.
we provide all the resources we can do to the max, but it
Yes.
depends on the students if they want to grab that opportunity, and you
Yep.
did it and you achieved it.
Yes, and Coach Kwan, I think I would really want to say that you truly deserve all the kind words that your students dedicate to you. So I think even I feel that you have a great role in pushing me to apply for this position and getting this position.
That means the world to me, just Raymond. That's the reason why I quit corporate job and pursuing this full time.
Yeah, you indeed are doing a noble work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let us leave some last words for maybe PhD international students who want to join corporate America in the future. What will be your advice to them?
My advice would be to be bold, be perseverant, keep trying. Telling you, when I graduated, I would be a bit hesitant to tell my friends that data scientist is a dream job for me or this thing is something that really fascinates me. But I feel that if I was very bold at that point of time, I would really want to work in this direction. I feel that I would have landed into this job a bit earlier, but yeah, I think this came at the perfect time anyway. As an international student, it gets a bit frustrating because there are a lot other things that we focus our energies on because we are away from our home and we also have to be good in studies. We have to be multitasking in all the ways. So yeah, when we are applying for jobs and sometimes we don't hear back, it gets a bit frustrating, but the only key is to be perseverant, keep trying, and eventually when the time is good, you land into a job.
Yes, throughout the search journey here in the US, you will experience lots of roadblocks and
Definitely.
disappointment, but never, never let that stop you from achieving your
Definitely.
dream. And don't hesitate to seek help, right? You
Yes.
don't have to
Yeah,
go through all of this all alone.
that's
And
true.
seek help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I also remember that, when I would join the meetings, and, there would be a time when I'd be a bit hesitant to ask the questions. So I would unmute my mic and, gather some courage to speak. But I don't know, Coach Kwan, I think there is something with you that, you know that if some person is willing to ask the question but a bit hesitant, so you put the spotlight on that person. Say, hey, Jazz, I know you have a question. Please go ahead and ask. So, yeah,
Yes.
thank you
Yes,
for doing that, Coach Kwan. Yeah.
absolutely. I am just like any of you here, right? We from a different culture. We more like listener than wanting to have like the spotlight on us. I
Definitely.
want to try my best to encourage you, to empower you. And
Yes.
yes, I love working with you so much, Jazz. I can't say
Yeah.
enough how I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Kwan. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.